Welcome folks to the video. Anthony here, Special Analysis. Want to break down my approach to the market here. I do this each and every day. So for those of you who are interested in joining me live in the market, you kind of get some insight to the way I approach the market. Included, of course, with the joining me in the market, I provide you with professional analysis. I provide you with thought process on stocks, futures, forex, cryptocurrencies, analysis, interpretation, expectations. That's what I provide based on market evidence. I strongly advise you to be prepared to invest time, because time is what it takes to become experienced in this business, just like any other business. This is not a hobby. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a business that offers you an unlimited income source if you're willing to put the time and effort into it. If you are, well, it's here for the taking. That's the wonderful thing about the stock market. So we're looking at crude oil futures. This is what I am trading currently with my own money, and I want to talk about how we analyzed it in the live session today. We successfully called this low. We successfully called the push into $80. We successfully called this high, followed by this very, very aggressive rotation through the prior low. So let's talk about this low first, and then we'll kind of walk our way through it. On our way into this low, you could see we had a little line in the sand here that we were fighting. We broke below it. We had a little absorption here. We broke below it. We started getting some absorption here. You can see we started pushing back up. One more time at the rolling VWAP, we had some absorption right above there, and we tanked right into this area with our last expectation that got filled at 78.80. We were basically looking for this to push through 79 and continue. Our bigger picture push was into 78.60, which did not occur, but I have it here in my notes. We were looking very easily to go from 80 to 70 to 60. We filled 80 pretty nicely. We fell a little short of 70. That happens. The idea here, guys, is when there's evidence or reason to believe that the market may find support somewhere, you should be paying yourself and protecting yourself, meaning taking some profit, advancing your stop. Okay? That's it. Pay yourself, protect yourself. Don't be greedy. If the market offers you money, you should take some. Rules to live by. Okay? We fall into this low here. You can see down on the bottom we had some really aggressive selling volume, and we failed to go lower. In fact, we started to have some absorption here, and you can see we got super heavy here at the bottom of this candle. And right from here, with both the absorption and heavy volume at the base of that candle, we reversed. Push was expected here into the rolling VWAP, followed by into this level we had marked off before. There, that's at 22. Then we were looking for a push into the session VWAP, which we ultimately got. And then we had our eyes on 80 bucks. Why do we have our eyes on 80 bucks? Right? Because the market provided evidence for us to believe that. Does it mean the market's going to do it? No, it does not. Okay? The market provided evidence that said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Trader, you may want to consider the fact that we are likely to push to $80. What was the evidence that led me to believe that? A couple things. First, I'm looking at Friday's lows. Beautiful double bottom down here at 78.60. Okay? We push up, we place a higher low. We continue to be placing these higher lows until we finally come down to descend into that area. Notice we placed a higher low. Higher than the double bottom, also higher than this low placed here at 71, 70-ish. Okay? What does that tell me? If there's higher lows, big picture, there may very well be higher highs. There was a lot of resting liquidity at $80 round, and we talked our way all the way up here into $80 round. Now, You may have been excited about trying to buy the market. It's rallying. It's running higher. It looks great. Like it did look great. Until this candle at 10:05 printed. Notice a couple things about this candle. The wick of this candle is fairly sizable. The body of this candle is probably about the same size as the wick or slightly smaller. This is the highest printed buying volume all session with a volume radar dot right here. That tells me a couple things. A, we consumed a bunch of liquidity at and slightly above $80. So whatever orders were resting there, we gobbled them up. If they were short orders, we took, like the market took them. Okay, great. If we're unsuccessful in closing above this wick, there's a better than not chance that we fall. Okay? Looking at the candle right beyond it. Very, very high volume at the tip of the wick with absorption at the base of the wick. Notice there at 79.98, we were unsuccessful in trading above that key level. And the market pushed. We consolidated after closing below the low of this candle right here. You could see that. There was some absorption there, right? Like if we were going to go higher, this was the spot it was going to happen. But we didn't. The market went lower into the VWAPs, where again, consolidation. Broke the VWAPs, more consolidation. Took a nice healthy drop, little consolidation, and then finally pushed through the morning lows into the 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time close of the market. So understanding that we had a volume reversal provided here, offered about 127 ticks to the upside from that volume reversal bar. And from the close of this volume reversal bar into the low, also offered 127 ticks. Now, am I saying you were going to absolutely sell at the high or sell at the low, or cover at the low? Not necessarily, but I could tell you if I was long, I would have been getting out at this candle because I would have been looking to go short. Why? Because I believe that we had what looked like a volume climax. That's exactly what happened. Big wick, equal or smaller body, the highest volume printed during the entire session with a bias to the upside. If you have the highest buying volume of the session, there is no reason for that candle to be closing at the midway point. No reason. Unless the buyers are being absorbed. The buyers are being absorbed, which they were. You could see we had absorption here at 98. We had a heavy top here, slightly above that, and we were never successful in getting through that 98, and we ultimately gave it all the way back. So you had just over 250 ticks from the candle identified at the low to the upside, followed by the candle identified at the high, all the way down to the low. Volume and price action are the only two things that matter. Period. Okay? Price action is an interpretation of multiple time frames that gives evidence that something may transpire. There's no guarantees. I hate to break that to you. Volume. Volume includes a variety of things. How much volume? What kind of volume? Order flow, liquidity, delta, time in sales, anything and everything related to the volume aspect. Right? If you study just that, I mean, guys, look at my chart. This is no fluff and buff. This is the chart I trade on. We have a reference chart that we all look at, but this is the chart that I personally trade on. Volume, price action, 2 VWAPs. Session VWAP, 4-hour VWAP. 5-minute chart. We reference a 3-minute chart. Why do I do that? Because I want to see if 2 different time frames are giving me the exact same signal, and they gave me the exact same signal here and here, which allowed for us to call those with a great deal of confidence. That's how it's done. Okay? Are you going to be right all the time? No. Are you going to take losses? Yes. I guarantee it. Are you going to get frustrated? Yes. Is it hard? Yes. The only way to excel in this business is experience. Experience comes from putting the time in front of the market. Doesn't matter if you're day trading, swing trading, position trading, you must understand that analysis, interpretation, and providing expectations based on evidence is the only way you're going to find consistency, and then employing a trade plan around that with extraordinary risk management skills employed. I know it sounds complicated, but if you put all those pieces together, the puzzle is complete. So if you want to learn more, if you want to join me in the market, you want access to my personal analysis, there's links below. Feel free to click on it, consume the content, send me an email, leave me a comment. Whatever I can do for you, I will certainly help you. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so you don't miss the next one. And of course, guys, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.